this week's Trending in Asia with Google, the Wall Street Journal's Ramy and Inocencio speaks to Google's Joyce Hau about what's spiking in search.
I'm Ramy and Inocencio for this week's Trending in Asia, and once again I am joined by Joyce Hau of Google Asia Pacific. So once again, thanks so much for joining us.
It's great to be here again. Thanks.
All right, so for our first headline for this week, I want to talk about some tragedy, of course, that happened over the past few days. I'm talking about the Asiana Flight crash over in San Francisco. You know, everyone has been talking about it from the US to South Korea and many other places here in Asia. What have you guys been seeing in terms of Google search?
We've been seeing huge search interest spike in the US. For a lot of Americans, this was the first time they'd even heard of the airlines. So a lot of people were searching for it, so much so that search interest in the US used to be outside of the top 10 for the airlines, and then now it just jumped right up to, I think, the 2 or 3 spot.
I saw the Google search graph, and in the past year, as you mentioned, you know, there was no spike, no bump at all whatsoever. But then just in the past 7 days, you just saw this skyrocket of interest, of course, with all
for all
these
the wrong
searches.
reasons.
Yeah, sadly for all the wrong reasons. I thought it was a terrific airline, and I know that they have won a couple of awards over the past few years, and hopefully, of course, this can be avoided in the future. Another topic that's trending here in Asia are actually apps made across Asia, and we don't often hear about that. We usually hear about, you know, US or Western-made apps. What has been spiking in Google search in terms of apps?
So for instance, in China this week, we saw from a gaming developer in Beijing, this game called Crazy Name That Tune.
Crazy Name That Tune.
Yes.
All right.
疯狂猜歌. So basically what you do is you have to guess this tune that's played to you, and then if you get it right, you get some points. It gets harder and harder as it goes. This is the sophomore effort from the developer. They first achieved success with Crazy Name That Picture. So it was kind of like a version of Pictionary. They're hugely popular compared to Angry Birds. An example of an Asian app developer who is trying to cross borders is the Japanese developer Gung Ho. Their hugely popular game Puzzle and Dragons is one of the most widely played apps.
And for those who don't know what it is, it looks a little bit like Candy Crush.
Yeah, it's like Candy Crush meets like dragon slaying games, right?
With cute anime or Pokemon characters, right?
That's right, that's right. I think for Gung Ho, they're a really brave company. They're only about 10 or so years old, and Puzzle and Dragons is definitely one of the hugest successes they've seen.
Their share price, from what I understand, has risen nearly 6,000% over the past year. But everyone knows the name Nintendo. Not so many people know the name Gung Ho, but
maybe they should start taking note.
Looks likely to change. And with the name Gung Ho, they're definitely gonna push forward. You know, Gung Ho, Jiao in Chinese means add oil and go, go, go.
And ganpate in Japanese.
Definitely. And that has been Trending in Asia with Joyce Hau of Google Asia Pacific. Again, thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.